Oh,
Is that the manufacturing date? 2015.
Yes.
20.
Here, try Pepsi Perfect. How is it? Less than you'd imagine.
Not exactly perfect.
It's like, hey, I finally read Great Expectations. How was it? It wasn't everything I thought it would be.
As long as it's better than Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal
Oh,
Pepsi.
you mean Slice? Like
no, it was in the 90s. Crystal.
It was
Pepsi.
It's basically Sierra Mist.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, all right, boys, pull your jets. Like, pull back all the crates of Crystal Pepsi. We're gonna need about 7 or 8 years, and then we're gonna just slap new stickers on them. We're gonna call it Sierra Mist. What does that mean? I don't know, but it sounds refreshing, right?
Polar, go easy on the Crystal Pepsi.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. You're watching The Dorkening. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey. Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard.
Reverse.
Strike that. Reverse it.
Okay, we're going to have a fun show tonight. Like I said, my name's Leo, and here's the rest of the crew. Mr. Powerful Brandon.
It's always a fun time when Leo starts the show off just throwing his thing down, flipping it, and reversing it, than watching him go. Hey everyone.
Hey, Jar Jar.
Hey, good evening and good evening.
Good evening.
Allow myself to introduce
Myself. Hello, me.
Good day to you, sir. Good day to you.
Good afternoon. Oh, you want to be a wise ass?
So happy to be here with everybody tonight. My head is banging though.
Well,
Take anything for it?
Yes, I did.
You feel it in your
Hopefully
face at all?
it'll go down and be done in about 20 minutes.
Is it like sinuses? You feel anything in the front of your face too, or?
No, it's all right up here in the forehead.
Oh, so you're not taking anything for your face?
My
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, jeez. Yo,
Is it killing
save
you?
us.
Everybody. I was gonna make a Missy Elliott joke, but then I was already beat to it. So
Yeah. Sorry, man.
it's all right. It's all right. It had to be said. So
Steven.
I don't know that much rap. I'm more of a rock guy, so I'm just gonna say hello, everyone. Yeah, round out the new year with this episode, I guess.
We're all on our game tonight. Let me tell
We
you.
are. We were on our
Was it
game
worth
yesterday.
it? Let me work it.
If you missed it, check out yesterday's splash pages. We had a blast.
That was fantastic. I
Oh my
had a lot of fun.
yeah.
Yo, you should join in for that sometime.
sure.
Doing the readings.
Yeah.
I'd like to be a fly on the wall for that one day.
Yeah.
Steven, why don't you do you do voices?
Yeah, sure, Steve.
Steven?
It's called being an audience member. Watch the live stream. I kid.
So yesterday we did a live reading of Batman Noel on Splash Pages, and we all did a bit of
As
voices.
I like to call it, Batman French Christmas.
It's a great story, and yeah, we had fun, right?
Yes, Leo. We had fun.
I'm
It was
sorry,
so much
Leo.
fun.
It was so much.
It was a position-threateningly good time.
Oh, well, he has a 44 Magnum off camera pointed at him.
Speaking of a 44 Magnum, nah, just kidding.
What? Okay. Just no follow-up to that. Just speaking of guns.
Yeah, so this article just popped up on my feed. So I figured today we'll talk about some of our memories of 2022, also what's going on now, and just have a free flowing discussion on whatever we want to talk about. But it seems like the
which is different from every other episode. Sorry.
So I don't know if you guys saw this. Movie trailers could get sued for false advertising. There's
The Ana de Armas.
yeah,
thing.
I watched the trailer, and I remember seeing the movie. I didn't watch the trailer for it before I saw it, and I loved the movie. It's
Yesterday.
yes, no, I saw it today.
Where's that fucking button, Leo? You're the one that. Yeah, there you go. Leo looks up like, huh? Is someone gonna hit it? Like the soundboard's not in his fucking office next to him.
Well, no, the trailer that they're talking about.
I know I stretch to tell jokes sometimes, Leo, but I can't reach all the way down to Connecticut for that one, pal.
Okay, so yesterday it's a time travel-ish movie where the Beatles didn't exist, except this one guy remembers it, and he starts, releasing the songs as his own. But yeah, Ana de Armas is in the trailer, and it makes it seem like she's a love interest, but she got cut from the movie totally. So there are a couple of people, fans of Ana de Armas, that are suing the movie company for false advertising. But,
I mean, that's an option.
Like, really?
Because
There's lots of things I've seen in trailers that don't happen.
That's cute. I mean,
yeah.
I remember when I was a kid and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for a hobby. I went with comic books. good for them. I feel like there's maybe more productive ways to spend their time, but it's nice to know that they're doing something. Keeps them sharp, right?
Well,
frivolous lawsuits, I guess.
Well, so if
wowzers, kids.
If this does come to fruition, maybe it could, wake up the movie companies from putting out false trailers,
Yeah, but then sometimes you're also talking about spoiler territory.
But
so
a trailer
think about the
just...
Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah, trailers are supposed to just gain your interest. They're not like... I don't know.
Everybody who saw Justice League, we owed some money then.
I could say removing stuff from the trailer would be okay, but showing something that's not actually there, like that stupid TIE fighter from Rogue One, where they took
from a cut
in Ready Player One.
Things like that happen. Like
no.
The trailers come out before everything is finalized. So how is the trailer company going to know what's going to be cut or not? Like, you really can't blame them for that.
Well, that TIE fighter in general wasn't cut. For the trailer specifically, they took a toy and filmed a toy and then spliced it into that scene to make it seem like it was, legit. So it wasn't actually part of the actual movie to begin with.
I agree with Yo-Yo as long as they don't spoil the movie. I mean,
Brandon, you seem like you're gonna pop.
Well, you brought up Rogue One, so I mean,
what?
It's like we're having a nice conversation, then you had to bring it up.
It's just, never mind. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm good.
Ridiculously wingy thing to do.
I hate that movie so goddamn. I'm sorry. No, I just. Not gonna do it. Please. I know. I'm just gonna say. My seething hate doesn't really adequately cover my feelings towards that movie. I feel like mega loathe is the best way to say how I feel, and I do not want anyone to see that as a reflection upon their own enjoyment of that movie. If you like it, then by all means, that's awesome. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. I'm just saying, for me, it's my own personal taste. I would rather gargle with fucking vinegar. I'm good, man. Thank you, but no, not for me.
Well, they also bring up Jurassic Park.
It's another winner.
Yeah. What was wrong with Jurassic Park?
If you have to ask, Leo, then you just don't know.
Which one? There's 6 of them.
The first one.
I mean, honestly, I don't really. My own thing. I always thought the first movie looked great, but I didn't really care about it. It was just more of a spectacle to me than anything else. As a 13-year-old walking out of the theater on $1.50 Tuesday, having seen it, I remember saying to my friends, "Man, imagine what this special effects stuff they just did in this movie is going to do for all the superhero stuff we want to see." And here we are. So that was I recognize its contribution to very masterfully blending CGI with puppeteering work, because I do think that's the way it should go. CGI should be supplemental to practical effects. It shouldn't be replacing altogether. That's why they're supposed to be enhancements. That makes everything just look better if there's actual basis right there in reality to build off of from the ground. Yeah, it's just I always kind of thought it was stupid. Why on earth? Even after the whole thing, the only thing I thought was more mind-bogglingly dense than the first movie was the part 2. I'm like, wait a minute, you mean all this shit went down and they didn't firebomb or nuke this fucking island? Come on, man.
It was a secret.
I remember seeing the second one in the theater, and I remember getting the souvenir popcorn bucket, and it's in our freaking shed. gathering mold and shit. So I guess
my friends were so excited when we saw it. I remember Chris and Andy, these two brothers. Oh my god, they were so pumped. And I was like kind of jazzed too. I'm like, oh, this looks like it could be pretty fun. And then I watched the movie and I was like, solid effects work. ILM, you guys did a great job. John Williams, another one knocked out of the park. Good stuff. All right. And they're like, what about the rest of it though? I was like, no.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something extremely shocking, Brandon.
You loved it.
I fucking loved it.
You saw it when you were 18 years old, and you went right out and bought like a fucking Jurassic Park bed sheet set and blankets.
I didn't love it that much.
You made your bed look. You made the end of your bed look like the
I
front
didn't wear
of the
the
Jeep
underwear
that they drive around the park in.
No, but I saw it multiple times, at the theater, and
you made your desktop screensaver look like the screen inside. It had Mr. DNA on it and shit.
So I liked it like Leo did, but it was more from a classic film perspective because I was getting into the classic films as a little kid. And I remember
why do you keep doing that to me?
I remember seeing in a classic film called The Lost World. And it had elements from The Lost World in The Lost World Jurassic Park. And that's what I liked about it. It was its own thing, obviously, but it had elements from it. That's what I liked about it.
That's cool. So anyway, what were we gonna get to about all of this? What was Jurassic Park brought up for?
Yeah, it was brought up because that was another movie that the trailer they're claiming is false advertising.
What was the false advertising?
It's not
claiming that now.
What, that the dinosaurs?
Hold on, the original, like the first Jurassic Park, is what they're suing
That's
over?
what the article. Let's see. Let me find it here.
Are they just bringing it up as an example, or this is literally? Like
I think they're bringing it up as an example in the article.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of like that stupid tire and Twister in the Twister commercial. I'm still pissed off about that.
Twister 2.
Well, apparently you can sue them if you want, Leo.
I know exactly. Like I went to
Rodriguez. Just.
I think the people who are suing over these things are terrible, and quite frankly,
I bet you they all screamed for the Snyder Cut.
I don't know any of you, and I hate you. All right.
I'm just sitting back and watching.
You are exactly the kind of person that other people walk like to the other side of the street to avoid. Not because you're scary, but because you are just not worth it, like at all. You probably always look kind of clammy. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh my god, you probably smell like a little bit like day old chicken salad. You're all just the worst people.
We're really hitting nerves tonight, aren't we?
I can't imagine the lawyer that.
I mean, like honestly, like how much fucking time do you have on your hands? Like, get the fuck over it.
Oh wow, what was that?
I do not know.
Optimus, pipe down. Sorry, Brandon.
World War III.
That was some weirdness.
Yeah. So
Someone has the world's largest phone in its own vibrate. I don't know.
There it goes again.
Oh wow.
Is Ridley Scott shooting Prometheus somewhere right now?
Is it The Purge?
Could it be an air mattress thing?
Oh yeah. Okay. Could be.
I don't know. Oh no, I definitely know it's my upstairs neighbors.
Oh.
I was about to say, is The Purge?
I'm just trying to play a guessing game of what the fuck they're doing.
So I get it.
That lady's been brushing her teeth for a long time.
Oh boy.
I stopped thinking.
Are you sure it's a toothbrush?
At minute 7, Yo, I stopped thinking that it was a toothbrush, buddy. If that's what she did all the time, she would have no enamel left. It would be worse than not brushing them at all.
Oh jeez. So I get it. It's a frivolous lawsuit, but if it does go through the courts, it has, it could potentially change the way, trailers are made. So
no,
but
it's something to keep an eye on. It literally won't. It will just be people who have money to waste on things like that, wasting money on things like that. Like that's literally all it's going to be. Like no judge in their right mind is going to even like. The lawyer's going to take it because the lawyer's getting paid no matter what. So.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Hot coffee all over again.
Just need to get fucking hobbies, man. Hobbies. Just
I am in a space shuttle.
Was a legitimate lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's because Jar Jar is a space shot.
That McDonald's had already been McDonald's in general had already been warned about the temperature they kept their coffee at.
Carrie, I mean, there's a shot that Judge Reinhold might let it through. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
So on the list of frivolous lawsuits.
Speaking of frivolous lawsuits, here's something that has nothing to do with that. Go ahead. I took care of the awkward anti-segue for you.
Why? Thank you, Brandon. Well, no, I was gonna say. So speaking of Jurassic Park, we got that 65 trailer.
65?
What?
Oh my god!
I mean, the thing that kind of looks like is like a Turok movie to begin with, and
they
lost the right somehow.
I haven't seen the trailer for 65.
Have we just given up on actually giving movies names, and now they are just henceforth numbers? Oh my god, 17 is coming out next fucking April. I'm totally hyped.
It's a new Adam Driver movie.
Whoa.
So it starts with like 65, and then it changes to 65 million years ago. Starts off as a sci-fi. The trailer.
Real though.
Oh, she's going at it again.
I know. Hey, James. He says, "Hi guys, happy holidays."
Insatiable.
Apparently,
we miss you too, James. You're welcome back anytime. Just hit me up. So yeah, he's bringing some. I don't know if they're refugees or something from another planet. They crash land, and he said there's aliens here, and it's
aliens.
Then it changed from 65 to 65 million years ago, and it looks like he lands.
Meanwhile, 65 million years ago. Ben Solo sets foot on Earth.
Well, it is another sci-fi movie from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
What's your name? Ray. Ray what? Ray Star Wars. You thought I was going to say Skywalker, but I said the other name of the movies.
What the fuck is an aluminum falcon?
It'd be like learning that Han Solo's name wasn't really Han Solo. He changed it from Rogue One. That was his original name. He thought that sounded too unbelievable.
It just doesn't roll off the tongue. Hi, I'm Rogue One.
Hi, I'm Rogue One. No, that doesn't work. How about Han Solo? Ooh, I like it.
What's your ship designation? I don't know. Rogue One. He said the movie. He said the movie name.
Oh my god, he said the name of the thing and the thing.
Roll credits.
So yeah, I mean, check it out, the trailer. 65. It looks really cool. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like, again, like someone had the rights to the Turok movie, started it, and then they lost the rights, and then they're like, "Well, quick, let's change it up a little bit."
We ain't ending it now.
I mean, to be fair, I would have liked to see a Turok movie.
Same here.
I'm surprised we haven't yet, with all the rights to these comic movies being shot out everywhere.
I want to see a live action Masters of the Universe done. I mean, I still want Alan Oppenheimer to be the voice of Skeletor.
Oh my god!
Now, attack him, you feckless boob!
So have you guys been freaking
We
out?
would have gotten him too if it weren't for you, titanium-toothed twit.
So who's been going through I haven't, but who's been going through like the background of the new Spider-Man poster art, like picking out the Spider-Man?
Oh,
I don't got time for that.
absolutely not.
We're into the
I've got a
Spider-Verse.
few other things to do during the day.
Everyone's like, we've all had lives to live, Leo. So, what have you been doing with your time, though, pal?
I briefly glanced at it. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
There's
I mean,
a lot of them.
there's a
long
lot of
story
them.
short, no, Steve, you didn't put the background of this apparently under a microscope the way that Leo was implying.
No,
Leo,
I didn't.
would you care to share with us something you may have found?
Well, no, I just saw the article on it. I think it's the 2000s Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. Is it 2000s?
I have no
Let me
idea.
go to
You're the one
Disney.
telling the story.
Well,
We're gonna prove
anyway,
it on you, bro.
he's in the background.
Ooh, a Spider-Man
Okay.
is in the background of Spider-Man.
Yep.
Breaking news,
Oh,
everyone.
no.
Yeah.
That's gonna
I've
be a
seen the
good movie, I
Jordans that are
guess.
gonna come out in relation to the movie. They look okay.
Yeah,
That's about all I've seen.
it'll be a fun movie. Let's just hope, Sony slows their roll a little bit. Just pump the brakes. Leave a little for later. You don't have to just blow your wad. Like, they love the first one. Make a second one bigger. Okay, all right.
Give him it all.
You can pace this out, man. It's a marathon, not a race. No one else is making Spider-Man shit. You guys own it.
So it looks like it's the 2017 Spider-Man.
Okay.
That means nothing to me. Oh wait, hold on. Was that the Spider-Man that got bit by like some weird altered spider, developed powers, his uncle died? He decided to like fight crime because of the guilt he felt and realized that with the great power he received, there must also come great responsibility. So now he goes about the streets of New York fighting crime as Spider-Man, while he also
think I've
goes to
heard this
school and
story before.
works as like
Yeah,
a
I
freelance
think we all have.
photographer for the Daily Bugle. Because I might have seen that one.
Close, but this is the one where they say with great power comes great responsibility.
Don't they
Oh,
say
but
that
does
with
he do
all
whatever a spider can?
Maybe.
With the exception of it coming from his butt.
All right. Does
So he just spins a web any
his
size
body?
and catches thieves just like flies?
Or does he have to make his webbing?
I feel like I'm really close on this.
So anyway, trailer or poster came out with a ton of different Spider-Man in the background. So people have been picking it apart and saying, "Oh, look, it's that Spider-Man. Oh, look, it's that Spider-Man." So
Is Ben Riley in it? Because if not, that's not a Spider-Man.
Probably not.
I mean, cool. I
don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
If an article is out that dissects it,
check
I'll
it
look at
out.
the article.
I can't wait for when the movie comes out and I watch it and I don't try to figure out the 5 billion things going on in the background because I'm trying to pay attention to the story.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be somebody else who obsesses over this and makes a fucking 23-minute video on YouTube where they take the time to point out each individual version we see and what their deal is. I can't wait to watch that video because I'm not going to fucking do it.
You're forgetting
23 minutes for me to watch it, and I still got to fucking live my life otherwise.
Well, you're forgetting one thing. It's going to be a 23-minute video that's covering a 5-second clip.
Yeah, more power to him, man. That's time I didn't have to dedicate to that fucking 5-second clip.
Kind of like they released a new Disney Plus trailer, and it had 6 seconds of Loki. And I saw a friggin' 20-minute video talking about those 6 seconds.
And
on Twitter there was like 4 different
the
frames from those 6
the more
seconds.
money you make from it. So,
what's that, Yo-Yo?
The longer the video is, the more money you make from it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
that is a very solid point. But also, like, hand in hand with that, in I think balances your very salient point of the financials involved for longer videos, Yo-Yo, is those people are fucking insane. That's cuckoo banana pants, all right?
It's technically,
if someone makes a 20 fucking minute video off of a 5-second clip, all right, they've gone beyond I am interested in this topic. That is obsession.
But how much of that is filler?
A lot.
I think
a lot of it.
That's also a very, very
Did
fair
you
point.
see this?
I retract my
where
statement.
His hand and it's touching his thigh, where the thigh touches against this other guy's arm, who might be.
Well, I think.
I'm sorry. I heard somebody say touching thighs.
Brandon, I think it's more borderlining obsession. It's more borderlining insanity. Because if they're obsessing about a 6-second clip, and then they take the screenshots of the 6-second clips and break them down into 4 pictures of the individual things, and then they do their research and break down into like a 23-minute video.
Well,
it's almost as if I covered it when I said that's crazy.
Yeah.
So this particular YouTuber, they do a lot of speculation. As a matter of fact, it's one of the main ones that was pushing the Mephisto, speculation from.
Was it Doomcock?
Mephisto.
Yes.
Mephisto.
Whoa!
I'm not saying it.
I get where you're going, Jar Jar.
What's that?
Okay, sure, Leo. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mephisto. Whoa.
But while everyone was talking, I wanted to say something about the Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie, the Into the Spider-Verse, whatever it was called.
Yep,
I think that's what it was.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Brandon, I was paying attention to the film too. I wasn't trying to.
It's taking 4 people.
That's what I'm saying, Carrie. Everybody get on my fucking level already.
My comment, or
my back is killing me, Leo, from carrying this shit.
Okay, get to the point, Steven. Come on.
Shut the fuck up, Leo. So I'm.
Ooh.
Jesus
Leo, I think you dropped this.
Yeah, he did.
Giant cup.
So I'm trying to. I wanted to watch the Into the Spider-Verse in the theater.
Yep.
And I don't want to sit there and break down every freaking clip of the film. I want to enjoy it like Brandon did.
Yeah,
so
you just
I would
sit down and watch it.
What?
You just sit down and watch it. Yeah.
That's what I did in the theater.
Yeah.
And I'll watch like a 23-minute video when I get home of someone breaking it down. That's what I was trying to say, but all of you were fighting over all that. Yeah.
I don't think we're fighting. We're joking.
Nobody was fighting.
I'm mad.
Oh,
I'm fighting.
Jeremy is ready to throw fists.
Fisticuffs.
Sorry.
Mephistocuffs?
Disagreeing.
He's ready to throw Mephistocuffs.
Okay, so Brandon, I'm gonna ask you because I have not been following the whole back and forth. So we know Henry Cavill is out.
Yeah.
I stayed completely out of that. What happened?
No. We know Henry Cavill is out, but there's been a lot of back and forth of like the entire DC is wiped, but now the whole DC is not wiped. Like,
I think the main thing.
I mean, I was at work. I didn't pay attention.
My biggest takeaway from all the speculation for what certain things may or may not mean just in the short amount of time that a few things relatively big have happened is that we should all stop trying to guess for like another couple of weeks because we're going to get like an announcement made and we'll have a much clearer idea of what's going on moving ahead. And I think that's probably the wisest course of action to take. I know it's great to have like speculation and discussion, but like things being reported on absolutely nothing, like anything that you put out there where you're trying to guess / speculate / predict what's going to happen. If you have like a year between the time that you're speaking and whatever's going to be revealed, sure. But there's already been a full-on statement saying like, oh, we're going to have stuff in January, which is literally like 2.5 weeks away. So just shut your mouths and wait to see what they say. And then you can start like talking about what that may mean and start looking into what those projects are going to be. You know, it's like holidays, man. It's winter. Take a fucking break.
Like, but then you can't have clickbait. You know?
Clickbait.
Did everybody see what The Rock said?
The Rock said, "Shut your fucking mouth." No.
Oh, Dwayne The Rock is good. No. People are saying Dwayne Johnson is going to go to Marvel because
no, that's not what I'm talking about.
No. His announcement.
His announcement that he's at the very least he's not going to be involved initially in it.
Yeah. Yep.
He's already talked to James
like
Gunn.
a year or something like that.
Billy Middlestad was saying
they're going to revisit it later.
Yeah.
But so.
Yeah, I think he mentions Marvel in it, but I think it's more of a thanks. You know,
he's just saying like, hey, there's room for everybody at the table. He's like, I don't root against anyone. I root for everyone. So he's like, you know, I always want DC to do better and Marvel too. You know, it's like literally almost word for word what he says.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, you know, since he mentioned Marvel, a lot of people are going to pull out of that and say, hey, you know, he's going to Marvel, but he doesn't say what he's doing. He says, you know, it sounds like.
Why would you jump to that conclusion?
Yeah. It's a lot of articles do that.
But, you know, hey, we'll see what happens. Apparently from what we saw, James Gunn and Dwayne Johnson had a meeting, and it was to discuss what the plans for Black Adam were after this initial like block of movies that they're going to do. That doesn't seem to me like there's no place for him. It means there's a time. Yeah, there's a time and a place for him.
There's a future.
Yeah. So if he's really committed to storytelling and making sure that everything is as top drawer as it's been purported to be, he'd agree to it, you know. But if not, that's fine too. You know, if you're gonna reboot it. It's fine by me. I'm all for it. Like
either way, I saw Black Adam finally, and I said this in the chat, and I really enjoyed it. So if they do bring him back, great. It would be great to see him. But if they replace him with someone else, I'd like to see what they do. I mean, either way, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing. So
everyone wants to like reach through the screen and choke you out.
Why?
He hates Black Adam with like.
I despise that movie. It was so boring.
The burning hatred of 1,000 suns.
Endings.
Yeah, no. That comment, just no.
I didn't mind it, but like I wasn't impressed by it.
No, not at all. I went in with high hopes because of the hype that I was hearing from everybody else that this was the DC movie that was gonna make you forget about all the rest and blah blah blah. And I went in and goddamn did I forget.
No, I wasn't going in it like that. I mean,
I remember everything.
I just enjoyed, you know, for entertainment wise. I was just, you know, enjoying it that way. I mean, my expectations wasn't high, it wasn't low.
Okay. Yeah. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Billy Middlestad says, you know, I thought James is gutting everything but the last Batman, talking about James Gunn over at
there's
DC
a lot
Studios.
of speculation, but
I thought he did that.
Yeah, like we're literally gonna get like announcements on stuff in just like a few weeks. Just go enjoy like a Christmas ham or something, gang. Like, or
yes!
You know, or a nice gefilte fish for, you know, anybody that's been celebrating Hanukkah.
Nobody likes gefilte fish. I'm sure of that one.
So Billy, yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on right now. Nothing's set in stone. It's all been, you know, a lot of people taking a lot of stuff out of context. So we'll find out in the next coming weeks, exactly what's going to happen. But chances are, since Aquaman was such a success, the first, there's no, I don't know why we're getting an echo, but
Echo.
Echo.
I believe Gal Gadot has said that she's not out yet, so we don't know what's going on. We'll find out.
Well, didn't Patty Jenkins step away from Wonder Woman 3?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they
but it doesn't
just
mean Gal Gadot is
No, I mean
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
I'm kind of behind the 8 ball with this DC news. I'm just trying to follow up with it. So
Yeah. Yep.
It's been a busy week with work.
And we are informing you. Now listen to the comic book movie news, nerd.
I do have to say, Henry Cavill sounds. He mentioned he's going to Warhammer 40K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somebody put a compilation together of like all the times he's like geeked out about Warhammer 40K. It is awesome. There's like he's on some British like talk show, and he just starts geeking out about like painting figures, and then there was somebody else from The Witcher there and says, "Oh yeah, I'm this class," and like talking about like the smell of paint fumes coming from
Nerds.
Nerds.
I do have to say, my local comic shop
getting aroma. What do you call that? I call it I can't get a date.
I don't know if you've seen the Warhammer 40K like battles that go on. Sarge's Comics, my local shop, they have a whole back room dedicated to like Warhammer battles, and I've gone back there before, and it's just awesome seeing all those.
Citadel has like a couple Warhammer 40K things going on too.
Yeah.
I always appreciated all the painting that they do on those miniatures and stuff.
Yeah.
My co-host
that's impressive stuff.
My brother-in-law used to do a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's definitely a hobby, and it's especially with 3D printers getting so cheap. I can imagine people going really crazy on making like massive armies.
Yeah, I mean,
really
better
cool
that
toys.
than suing movie companies because you feel as though their movie previews are false advertising, right?
Damn them.
So mad about this. You know what? I'm just gonna go paint the new figure I got delivered in the mail. I'll just do that instead.
What else?
Space Marine looks awesome. I'm so glad I did that.
So anybody see Violent Night yet?
Not yet. No, that's on the list for this weekend.
Yes.
Same here.
I'm working this weekend.
I get to sit down with a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old and watch it.
Watch Santa Claus hack up some people.
Hell yeah. These kids are way too deep into the horror.
It's the most wonderful time.
Jar Jar, make it a double feature and add Fat Man after that.
How is it for sex scenes? Because that's where I have to like.
Oh,
I say you do a double feature of Violent Night and Santa Claus the movie. Christmas 2.
No, I don't think there's any sex scenes in Fat Man. It's
there isn't.
All right, good.
No, it's just this kid got coal for Christmas and hires a hitman to go after Santa.
Mel Gibson
I've been
and
so
Santa.
sad because they've been wanting to watch like Nightmare on Elm Streets and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit there and block all the nudity for you. Like the horror part, I'm fine with slashing. Like they even understand how to make fake blood and everything like that. Boobs, it's not my game.
I get it. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need tits for titillation in horror movies.
No.
It's I think it's unnecessary. We'll leave it at that. You can make it as an effective horror story without that. So like, why other than just straight up exploitation? So just
lately the horror genre has been doing better with that, but there's still the
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, happy holidays, Billy. Talk to you
It's
soon.
good seeing you, Billy.
Have a good one,
Or
Billy.
sort
Happy
of
holidays,
seeing you.
bud.
Happy holidays.
So
Happy holidays.
I'm pulling up the top box office movies for the year.
Cool.
How many of them are Marvel movies?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Hey.
Have you ever thought to look
Has
at
Avatar made the
what got
top 10 yet?
optioned for movies this year?
What's that?
I was checking out all the movies, comic book movies that got optioned this year. Netflix is buying up quite a bit of properties. I'm kind of excited to see what happens throughout I can't remember any of it right now. But I know we were talking about Turok earlier, and I think that was on the list.
Yeah.
Really?
So I'm frustrated with Netflix. Like,
oh, really?
They do okay. I admit they're
I guess
really
join the club from what I'm given to understand on the interwebs. I'm so frustrated with Netflix. Oh, you're the only one, Leopold.
I mean,
well, hold on, Stephen. Hold
What's
on.
a peculiar situation.
I mean, it's great that they're really bringing some of these lesser known, comics to light. Like Sandman, Umbrella Academy. But when
Sandman lesser known,
well, to the normies, it's not like a Marvel or anything. Well, anyway,
this guy, this friggin' guy.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think I do.
Neil Gaiman fans
Why
are
do
like,
you explain to me as if I were like a second grader?
Well, but to cancel something after 2 seasons,
slow second grader.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, Leo.
Like Warrior and Nun, I absolutely loved the first season. I haven't had a chance to see the second season yet, but they already.
Oh, so you're the reason they canceled it?
Oh, you're the guy.
Yeah, I give it a fucking chance. People are busy. I enjoyed.
I agree with you, man. It's tough to keep up with these shows, and you go back to start watching them, and they've been canceled. I'm a little annoyed by that.
Yeah.
I mean, they are working with. They have a lot they want to do with not as much money as you would think to do it with.
Yeah, I think
they do have to like pick and choose and be very like analytical about what they're going to keep or not.
Well, they can be analytical, but I mean, I think they can be a little smarter with it as well. Rather than funding everything left and right, do more quality rather than quantity.
My problem, and it's when you jack up the price, and I canceled Netflix because of the price, because I'm on a fixed budget and it kept going up and up and up, and I thought they were raising their price because of they were going to put high quality movies on there, like, I don't know, I'm just throwing an example out there before you guys pick on me, Marvel or something like that, but they're not, because we're sharing my girlfriend's mom's Netflix so we can finish season 5 of Saw before we jump on to season 6, which they haven't put on there yet, but thank you, Leo, for that. But they have all these movies that they keep putting on every single month. It's the same movies. And I think they're just doing like their exclusive films. Side note, Glass Onion comes out on Friday and it's really good. I'd recommend you check it out because I saw it in the theater. But, I think they're derivative to their exclusive shows and films.
Yeah, because they don't have to worry about licensing agreements and it being taken away from them. So, of course, they're going to focus on that stuff.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that that's the best review of Glass Onion I've ever heard. And I'd like to quote, go watch Glass Onion on Netflix this weekend when it comes out, because I saw this in the theater. Steve, Super Retro Throwback Review.
Or you can check out my mobile movie review on YouTube.
Carrie says their rule of 3 system is just stupid. People are getting to where they aren't going to watch things anymore unless they've made it past 3 seasons, which means they're never going to get enough views of the last season. Totally correct, Carrie.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of stuff I don't really get into because you never know. I mean, they cancel so much. So why get invested into it if they're just going to cancel it and not finish the story?
Right.
Yeah, but why invest
They're
in
doing
making
a
the
lot of
story
Noir
if
World
people
coming out
aren't
soon.
watching it?
It's
Like,
it's pronounced Miller.
You know, that price raise
it
wasn't
Miller?
just because of
Sorry.
Miller, yeah, Miller World. Yeah,
I mean, I
But
think
there's like
a lot of people do it.
9 titles just from them coming out.
Yeah,
There's
I actually
like another
am very
4
interested
from Dark
to see
Horse.
what they're gonna do with the stuff that from Mark Miller.
I think that rule of 3 system that Carrie was talking about, I think that falls under the HBO Max thing when they were doing all their cuts, because there were shows like that HBO Max was cutting, and there's some shows, certain shows that weren't getting renewed but got cut. So I think that rule of 3 system was victim to that. That's the gears were spinning when Carrie was saying that comment.
So
explain to me the rule of 3 system, because I'm very confused on what the hell you guys are talking about. With the rule of 3.
Well, I think she's referring to people waiting until there's 3 seasons before you watch it.
Okay.
Oh, so like a user imposed rule. Like,
Yeah.
I
And then
won't.
they're wondering why
even,
things are getting canceled. That's
yeah,
the issue.
if you don't watch it when it's on, then it's not going to be around for the point in time when you said you'd like to watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like the shows, you notice the shows.
I don't know.
renewed.
I'm a simple man in a red hat. I don't know a lot of things, so maybe I'm not the best guy to listen to. I made this shirt because I couldn't find one in this color in any store. That's the kind of guy I am. You live your life your own way. I'm not your boss.
Brandon, sometimes it's a red hat, sometimes it's a blue hat.
It's always a red hat, Steve. Uh-oh. Are you seeing colors that aren't there again, buddy?
No, I'm good.
So I'm looking at Netflix for January. It looks like there's only 2 original items coming out in January. Kaleidoscope Season 1. The first ever Netflix original series that allows you to watch episodes in any order. Previously called Jigsaw, the series from Eric Garcia is centered on the biggest heist of all time. That makes no sense. So you can watch it in any order?
Sounds puzzling.
And it's got to cover.
Johnny!
Was that you?
I'm assuming it's going to cover the same event from different angles. So
Probably.
the order doesn't really matter as much as like you getting the full context.
Yeah. Kind of like Firefly.
It's that clicking noise, gang.
Clicking noise?
Yeah, it's gone now. And also Lady Voyeur Season 1, Netflix original Brazilian crime mystery series about a talented hacker involved in a dangerous investigation.
There's quite a few of those on Netflix.
Wow.
Hacking and robberies and all that stuff.
Well, that is Netflix.
High octane.
Because people watch it.
Yeah.
I think one of them is Money Heist. I think.
Yeah. So looking back at 2022, the domestic box office, top movies, here's the top 10. And let's see how many of these we've seen. Top Gun Maverick.
I've not seen
it. I've seen it.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I've seen it.
Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness.
Seen it.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Nope.
I did not see it yet either. Minions Rise of Gru.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. The Batman.
Saw it.
Thor Love and Thunder.
Saw it.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Saw it.
Yep.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Saw it.
Nope.
I didn't see it yet either. And Avatar Way of the Water.
Not yet.
Hell no. Will not see it.
Probably not.
That will be permanently on the will not see list.
I'm good with that one. Nice try though, Jimmy. I mean, you really thought you had something, huh, buddy?
If he reaches 2 billion, then I'll see it.
Champagne glass, but
I
you're
don't
really
care.
just cold diarrhea in a Dixie cup.
He can reach 2 billion if he wants. I'm still not seeing it. I didn't see the first one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be a helper on that one. Sorry.
No.
So I am where Hands Across America fails in that situation.
I'll extend my hand all the way to fucking Massachusetts and help you read that.
Brandon, just like take my hand and hold their hand, and this will work. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
So here's
why it'll help James Cameron. That's exactly why. Just walk away.
Is it to make another Terminator movie? A good Terminator movie?
No,
He's trying to reboot that.
just
stop.
Bring it out into the field and just shoot it.
Yeah, after I think it was Genesis and Dark Fate.
Fucking pounded that horse into straight up Alpo.
So here's something sad. Morbius ranked at 26. Everything Everywhere All at Once was 27th.
Wow.
Well, that's because it was an independent movie.
Domestic. Yeah.
Wow.
That's okay because Everything Everywhere All at Once was fucking amazing.
Probably the best movie of the year.
Yeah, that gets my vote for best movie of the year.
And Ke-Huy Quan is nominated for like a Critics' Choice Award for that movie.
Ke-Huy Quan?
Ke-Huy Quan, yeah. Ke-Huy Quan. Or
Ke-Huy Quan.
However you pronounce it, Brandon. Yes.
Ain't even trying it.
Nope.
Way too many bong hits tonight.
It's
I can't
not.
do Miller. So.
Keyboard long? What?
The dishes you've done, man.
I haven't even hit the bong yet, Jeremy. I'm more of a bottle.
You guys ever notice they call them fingers, but you never see them fing? Oh no, wait. There they go. My hands are so huge, but they can touch everything but themselves. No, wait.
Oh, Brill Pro. Yes, I did see the video. Oh, Leo,
I think there was something funny in that hippie.
There was a video going around of James Cameron flipping off fans. Yes, I did see that. Apparently, James Cameron was walking out of a screening of Avatar, and people were going around outside the theater asking him for autographs, and also people were booing him about Avatar. And he just walked by them, went into his car, and the window was open like a crack, and he gave them the bird.
Huh. Yeah, so. It's a real responsible thing to do, and this shows you truly care about your fans and their opinions, because they're allowed to have the goddamn opinions.
Yeah,
you had some people out there who were actually legitimately just wanting to like meet you, and some people had an opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present the beginning of the Dorkening countdown to just when James Cameron will blame millennials for this movie's failure.
Oh yeah.
The clock begins now.
Actually, the clock started when this fucking movie was already.
No, it starts now, Steven, because I
right
just
now.
said it. Right, because it didn't even exist until I said it.
Kind of now like we're here.
I'm going to take the idea you just came up with, Brandon, and I'm going to apply it No, fuck your retroactive shit. Now.
When? Just now.
I think right about now.
It's like when DC was like, "Hey, Injustice is part of the multiverse." Now, it's like, hold on, not when you created it, but now.
Okay, great idea. Okay, and just like devil's advocate counter, like just for funsies, how about no?
No, right now.
I know, I just mean no. No Injustice. Bye.
No? Oh.
I like Injustice.
I enjoyed Injustice. The comic.
I mean, I'm teetering on buying it so I can actually read it. I am interested.
Year one was good. I cannot claim anything after that.
I am
really bad.
I am pondering it. I am looking at it. There are deals and specials right now to get such things digitally. So I'm I was looking through and perusing it today. Fiddle-dee-dee. Anyway.
So was there any movies not on the list that you look back and thought like, oh my god, that was a great movie this year?
Your mother?
I mean,
Did she do a movie again?
Well, besides Glass Onion, Pearl. I mean, I saw Pearl and I thought that was a good movie. But then again, it's just prequel to X. I don't know if anyone saw X. I don't know if there's any horror fans in the house. Brandon, I know you like going to. You went to that Friday the 13th marathon. Coolidge.
Yeah, I like
the
horror
Nightmare on
stuff.
Elm Street. So it was Nightmare on Elm Street. not Friday the
I've
13th.
been to both such things, though. I get it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I know one that I really didn't enjoy, and it was Halloween Ends. Or Corey,
I mean, I
Portrait
don't
of a
think-
Serial Killer.
If anybody you know puts Halloween Ends at like the top of their list for movies that came out in 2022 or ever, they are an absolute psychopath, and you should cease all communication with them immediately.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's one that I think we all enjoyed. Bullet Train.
Yes.
I actually did get a kick out of that movie.
Yeah, that was really good.
I got to give them props for putting that on Netflix.
I know.
It was like somebody.
Yeah, they paid money to like.
It's like
the
somebody
money thing,
watched
man. It's just money.
a bunch of Fast and the Furious movies interspersed with Guy Ritchie and Quentin Tarantino movies while they were drinking vodka, Red Bull, and snorting coke for an entire weekend. Does that sound right?
Yeah,
It feels right.
Yeah. Jar Jar, did you see Bullet Train?
No, I have not.
The guys who
watched it
wrote this were like, I think it's so fucking cool that we're able to write like this while we're coked up, right? It's awesome.
Brad Pitt movie. It is awesome. It is. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Luther or
Luther and also Netflix.
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
Netflix. So yeah,
Netflix would be better because you need subtitles for some parts.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it in the theater, and then, well, me and my girlfriend, we when we go to the theater together and we want to see a movie, and she doesn't want to see a certain movie that I pick, she'll pick one. So we'll go see one movie, and then we'll go see her movie. So I picked Pearl, and then she picked Bullet Train, and they were like,
You guys are hardcore.
they were like 20 minutes apart from each other, which worked perfectly. So, and twist of fate was right after we saw Bullet Train, like 2 days later, Leo put it up on Pluther.
Well, yes, but think about the cinematic experience and how
Yes, that was the thing, and we were
wonderful.
there was no one else in the theater, so
How often?
Yeah,
you guys
all those.
pulling
That's
double
my favorite
headers?
amount of people. No one.
yeah.
Father Stew. I'm going over to top list.
Oh,
It's
what about
a-
Prey?
Mark Wahlberg film.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Something I would have not seen.
Yeah, that
Well,
definitely explains why I didn't even know about it.
Oh,
Yep.
another great film from
Hold
2022.
on. I'm not done yet. Yeah.
But he's from
Father-
Boston.
Yeah. So Father Stew
He's also
follows the life.
racist.
is
Follows
that?
the life of Father Stuart Long.
What
a
is that
boxer.
clicking?
Next time I hear it, I'll start muting people to figure out who's doing it.
Yeah, you fucking well better, pal.
So it's based off of a true story. Stuart Long, boxer turned priest who inspired countless people during his journey from self-destruction to redemption. It was a decent movie, even though it is Marky Mark, it was good.
Well, refuse to give any money to seeing anything he's in.
Another great film that I thought was good in 2022, and I saw it recently on HBO Max. Amsterdam.
I didn't see that yet.
It's
That
good.
looks good.
It
Yeah,
is.
I have it on my list on HBO Max as well.
It is good. Like,
Okay, if you say so, Steve.
I mean, there are a few movies that came out this year that I haven't seen that I want to see. Obviously, I still haven't seen Terrifier 2 yet. Barbarian, I haven't seen, and people are like saying it's a really good movie. Now You See Me. I think it's like a neo
Movie about
noir.
magicians and like
No.
Ruffalo's an FBI agent.
No, See How They Run. That's what it is. I got the titles confused, but I
Yeah,
knew
now You See Me was a magician one. That was really good.
Why didn't they
That is-
name the sequel Now You Don't?
Yeah, exactly. But the film I'm thinking of is See How They Run, and it's also on HBO Max, and that's on my list of things to see. But, yeah.
A red
Continue.
panda up close and personal enough for me to pat them on their heads is like number one on my list of things to see.
Brandon, here's one you didn't mention. I know you really enjoyed Matrix Resurrections.
I actually did enjoy Matrix Resurrections.
I know, that's why I mentioned it.
Yes, but I was saying I was like being, fuck you, Leo. Anyway, yes, no, I genuinely enjoyed Matrix Resurrections. I was not taken aback or put off by what was delivered in the movie because I spent enough time when
I agree 100% with that.
In between the first movie and the second and third movies coming out, like learning as much about what philosophies and art, film, comic book, cartoon styles, video game styles informed the creation of the film The Matrix in and of itself. And I was trying to figure out where it would logically go in the next two movies. When we got what we got, I was disappointed, but not in the way that I think a lot of other people were necessarily. I came to a realization from a storytelling standpoint very early on in the second movie that they realized they fucked up in the first movie because they made Neo too powerful by the time it ended.
Yeah.
And when you have someone that powerful, where do you go from there in that same world as you continue the story? So they had to like be creatively nerfy about what he was doing, and they overlaid so much philosophy into everything and all the symbols that they were using that the point was obfuscated by everything surrounding it. Over the years, having watched them a few times, like not obsessively, like I've just kind of gone through, refreshed for like podcast episodes I've guested on, things like that. And in also like being someone who enjoyed the first movie especially and loved the video game Enter the Matrix. um I was well aware that going into this, that Lana Wachowski's personal experience since making these last movies was likely going to inform how this story was approached. And I thought it was a pretty brilliant execution of what she had to say about the entire process of creating and maintaining such a thing as the Matrix. It's all about this movie in particular. It's all about how people are plugged in and everything feeds off of what they take from everyone. Like they make a point in this new movie to say like, the more turmoil, the more hardship that you all feel, the more discomfort and angst, the more output you have, and you're more valuable to us. Like, why do you think it's easier to get you all amped up and fearful constantly? Because if you were all just happy, we'd have to switch you out like Duracell batteries. And it all just kind of lines up with how we use pop culture and movies, games, stuff like that to like plug in and get away from everything else, and how because they feed certain things to make us feel certain ways, we're willing to give up a certain amount of freedom because we dedicate our time to what it is they're giving us. There's a lot of stuff, and I haven't done like too deep a dive. I've only watched the movie like twice since it came out, but I was picking up what they were throwing down. And a lot of people, I think, have a misconception about how, so Trinity's the one now. Like, they just decided to go all quote woke and flip it. And it's like, no, you fucking nitwits and twits. The point is not that Trinity is the one. The point is not that Neo is the one. It's that they are the one. They are the one together. Everything that happened in those movies was because of them being together. It wasn't a singular point between them where it was just one of them involved. The big shit. And it makes perfect sense that when push comes to shove at the end, it's the two of them that are the one. And we see that they're likely going to fulfill the role that Neo, if you've been paying attention throughout the entirety of Resurrections, was already fulfilling rather unknowingly. He became the fucking architect. He became the fucking Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker in a room full of goddamn Doctor Strangelove screens. It was like a fucking nice cultured version of Max Headroom. Good for that dude. But I'm just saying, like, there was a lot going on, and I appreciate it for what it was. And I know that there were quite a few people that wanted more like action scenes and pew pews and explosions, but you know, oh, and also another complaint I saw was like, oh, the romance that played into it as well. Like, did you watch the same fucking trilogy I did before that movie? It's kind of the fucking whole point. I mean, the reason that we all, as an audience, are convinced that Neo's the one before he accepts he's the one is not because of anything Morpheus said or anything anyone else said.
Trinity believes it.
It's not even because of anything the Oracle said. It's because of the fact that Trinity, we knew, loved him, and she was told she would fall in love with the one. That's your core of it right there. Like, what essentially looks like it saves Neo at the very end. Trinity fucking telling him that she loves him and, kisses him back to life in the Matrix where he blows up Agent Smith from the inside. I'm a little sketchy on how that worked, but it happened. All right. And we can't argue with that. Them's facts. But there's a lot. And if you really pay attention to the philosophies at play throughout all four of the movies and even some of the Animatrix, if you felt so inclined to check that out, the animated like movie stuff that they did, short stories, I think you'd find that it makes a lot of sense for where these filmmakers were at those points in their lives where they made these stories. And Resurrections most certainly has a lot of social commentary to make. I caught that the first viewing because the whole thing is set up to look just like the very first Matrix movie where they show Trinity, getting crept up on by the cops and these supposed FBI guys or something. I don't speak a lot of Spanish or anything. I took a fucking 2,000-year-old dead language in school against my will. And even I caught that the name of the restaurant was like Sabor de Mierda, which is a taste of shit. And if you actually pay attention to the sign that they slide down, it says for those who like to eat shit. And it's basically saying like, oh, if this is the shit that you like this is suiting your taste, then here it is. Eat it up, because this is all you're fucking getting about what I originally did with this story. It makes perfect sense why it is where it is in that movie. And I was like, wow, that's a very well placed middle finger. I appreciate the hell out of that. Yeah, it's better than people give it credit for. I'm not saying it's the best, but it was smarter, I think, and more concise in the story it was trying to tell than the other two movies in between it and the initial offering.
That was a good way to.
Yeah.
I enjoyed your telling.
Thank you. And without really giving too much away about it, I think it's, if you can sit down and watch the entire thing through, I think it would be beneficial. And try to just be open-minded as you possibly can as you get through to the last movie. Again, even if you've watched it once before. Don't bring your past experience with those other movies with you. Just absorb it all as one story and see how you feel about it by the time the last one's credits roll. Just try that on.
So looking back at 2022, there was also TV shows. I brought up a
liar. I didn't see a single TV show on ever. I'm pretty sure TV's dead.
So there's a top 100 rated. I'm not going to go over the whole list because it's mostly like Chicago Fire, 911, This Is Us.
Where did 911 fall on the list?
Geez, number 7.
It was just
it was 911.
It should have been. Yeah, there we go.
Me and my girlfriend have been watching it. That's why.
Okay. So all of this is all network. It's ABC, NBC, Fox, and all that. So it doesn't look like they cover any of the streaming. The only thing is,
that's too bad because we should be talking about Severance on Apple TV Plus.
Well, I was going to say
on Apple TV Plus.
Loot was good as well. Pretty much anything on Apple TV Plus. But if you're not watching Yellowstone, oh my God, that is such a good show.
1823.
1923 started.
1923.
1899.
Or 1962.
Yeah, it's like
1978. The year we decided to become full-blown Republicans.
Yeah, I think it's 1866 or
1986. I really agree with what Reagan's doing with getting rid of taxes for rich people.
The one that has Harrison Ford.
We're gonna do the dinosaur series, right?
Well, so there's 2 prequels to Yellowstone. They did like an 1860, which is when they first go take over the ranch or whatever, and then 1923, which is John.
And there's 2003. Remember, kids, subprime mortgages is the name of the game.
So if you haven't seen Yellowstone, it's essentially Sopranos in the Old West.
It's on my list of
a bunch of Italian guys in the desert.
Pretty much, yeah.
Of course.
No,
I get sand all over my meatball, Sam. Yeah, a little bit.
No, pretty much, it's not gangsters, but it's, cowboys, and, there's, you have, like good guys, bad guys, and people getting killed. And
so a story.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you've been watching it, Leo?
Yeah.
So obviously these prequel series. So have you been watching the prequel ones?
We started watching the 18 whatever it is, and fell off, but we watched the first episode of 1923, and that was really good.
I haven't watched them yet. It's on my list. We have to get through Saul first. We're already on season 5.
Yep.
My question for you is, because we're going to get through the Yellowstone next, should we start with the prequels and then get to Yellowstone, or then Yellowstone and then the prequels?
They're showing
Search your feelings, young Christina.
Yeah, I think you can watch them concurrently because it's just
I'm still working on Hell on Wheels.
It's all different timelines.
I'm hearing this Deadwood show is pretty good.
Wow, that's a deep reference. I have not heard from
Deadwood. I haven't heard of it. I'm still trying to get caught up on F Troop.
No, I've heard of Deadwood, and it's been a long freaking time.
F Troop. Let me tell you about a little thing I like called Davy Crockett. Davy Crockett.
Ghosts actually made the list at number 19.
Look at Ghosts.
Yeah.
Ro Raggy.
It's actually it's a pretty good show.
Yeah. Walking Dead is number 36.
Really big show. Really big.
Well, I mean, it'll be the last year it's on it, so
yeah. I mean, the series, that series ended this year. Obviously, Better Call Saul ended this year. Stranger Things, their 4th season ended, but their 5th season, I think their 5th season,
3 more of their 5th season, don't they?
Yeah, their 5th season starts next year, or is it 2024 is when their 5th season goes?
Join us on Netflix for season
I think
5 of Stranger Things.
Or beginning of 2024. Actually.
Coming in sometime in the future.
Not today.
Here's
in
one
a world
we all watched. Peacemaker.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Do you really want to taste it? What? Oh, Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a show.
Obi-Wan was good.
It was all right.
Well, again, they because how the hell did she not know him?
I agree with Yo-Yo on this. I'm still stuck on that.
that was like if they had done something regarding that,
Yep.
the rest of the show is a pill I could have swallowed. But when they didn't even address it, that's when I was like, you know what? I don't care about any of this. I'm fine with my exposure to Obi-Wan in between, Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope is, we see how he fucking roasts Anakin, and then in A New Hope, he's sitting next to Luke over in the fucking rocks
with a nice man.
with binoculars, and Luke's like, "Ooh, Ben, you want to come over for dinner? It looks like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru are making barbecue."
So obviously in the season 2, we're gonna see him mind wipe Leia.
Wait,
There shouldn't
did
be a
you say
season
2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Be a season 2. If there's a season 2, then Disney has really lost their marbles.
You know there's gonna be a season 2.
They should just
Have they
stop it
actually
wherever.
announced the season 2?
No, but
I've heard
Shut up.
nothing.
Then
and
shut
you
up.
The way
for
it
them to
ended,
do
it
so.
looked like there was going to be one.
No,
Up.
they're
is no
always
season.
gonna do a season 2.
No,
I mean, we're getting season 3 of Mandalorian, but
we already
That
got season
makes
2.5 of it, so why the fuck not? We're already halfway there.
More
It makes
Grogu.
sense.
Bon Jovi up
It
in
makes
this shit.
We gotta see baby Grogu with the his little
I think you just say Grogu. I don't think anybody's gonna mistake him with adult Grogu. Like, oh, did you mean adult Grogu? No, I meant baby Grogu. Oh, next time say baby.
Yeah, baby
So we know
Grogu.
what you meant, Leo. Oh yeah, no,
He
good call.
evolved
Thanks,
like
Brandon.
Pikachu.
See
we
how
need-
dumb that sounds?
Not at all. No, I love it. We need to see him in the little baby seat in that
What is this? The royal we, Leo? You mean you?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
I think we all need to see it.
You got a
We
fucking
need to
mouse in your pocket over there?
We need to see him in that little baby suit. Baby.
We need
Baby
I
soup.
want to I would like to see the baby Yoda in the baby suit.
Put it in
Show me the baby Yoda in the baby suit.
I see it.
Mr. Leo Pond, show me the baby Yoda in the baby suit. I would like to see the baby.
I mean, we also had
Where'd
She-Hulk and
House
Miss
of the Dragons
Marvel.
fall on the list?
Ooh, some hot D.
Yeah.
Who
Hot
doesn't
D.
love hot D on Sunday night,
Mhm.
ladies?
Let's see. Is it even on this list?
Oh, we didn't make the list.
Oh, heavens to
Well-
Murgatroyd.
Because the list is all NBC, Fox,
Oh.
ABC, CBS. Yeah. I mean, they got Bravo on here, like Real Housewives of Orange County. Like, who the fuck cares?
That made the list? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I don't know who the fuck cares about Skinwalker Ranch.
I do.
Didn't make the list though.
I'm glad that
Exactly.
point was well received.
Well, because I said it's all like ABC, NBC, like,
Yeah,
If it was a
Discovery
bigger
didn't make the
list.
list. Yes or no?
I'm saying that the list is only NBC, ABC, Fox. It's only like, standard channels.
Broadcast television.
Broadcast television, yes.
Broadcast as opposed to cable network.
Yep.
Learn the difference. And not just the fact that I used different words.
I don't have cable. I only have streaming.
You have a
so-
dictionary? Because I was talking about the difference between the words.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have cable. Yeah, but you have a fucking dictionary, right?
So Tom's Guide put a short list together.
Find jokes are funny when you explain them.
Let's find this. It's Yo-Yo.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the keys out of my pocket.
It sounds like a fan.
the shaking sound is here
Stop.
on Yo-Yo. Oh, what's
Oh, it's gone.
It stopped.
I mean, my refrigerator's making a noise.
is it
Maybe.
running?
No.
You should probably go catch it.
The heat's
Wow,
not on, 'cause
I
turned
can't
that
believe
off.
I got a chance to make that joke.
I can't believe I laughed at it.
So did I.
Do you have
Waka,
Prince
waka,
Albert in a can?
waka.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Better let him out.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Here, Kermit, take a right at the fork in the road. There's an actual fork in the road. I don't believe it.
So they list slow horses, which like that just came out. How could they tell? That's like one of the
What?
Slow horses.
Slow
Sounds
horses?
like glue.
Never heard of it.
It's the Apple TV show.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I agree with it. Sounds like glue comment.
So you may be confused
Elmer.
because you may be confused because on the show they say slow horse. 'Cause
Okay.
Oh
it's
yeah, you're right. That clears
I'm
it up
wicked
for me, Leo.
confused.
No
It-
confusion left for me. What?
It is a very heavy British accent. So slow horses. Sorry, they call it slow house. Slow house, but it's slow horse.
Slow horse.
What?
Slow.
Yeah,
Sure, Leo. What's the name of the show?
slow horses.
All right,
On
then. There we
Apple
go.
TV.
Slow horses on Apple TV Plus. Everybody.
Mhm.
Gary Oldman apparently so I started watching it. It's pretty good. It's a MI5 team. Essentially, it's like all the rejects. And Gary Oldman is playing this like cranky like leader of all the rejects, and his main goal is to make everybody's life miserable. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Sounds like sunshiny and bright, man. I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, well, it's
Cool.
Apple TV. We know everything is good on Apple TV.
Listen up, everyone. You're the worst of the best. So we're going to be assigning you to a new team called the All-Purpose Contingency Plan, otherwise known as Plan B.
Only Murders in the Building 2.
Where did that fall?
So on Tom's guide, it ranked number 25.
Okay.
Hacks was 24. She-Hulk was 23. Blackbird. I haven't seen Blackbird. Blackbird looks good. 22. That's on Apple.
Crying in the dead of the night.
No. League of Their Own. I didn't even know that was a show.
Oh yeah, I actually watched it. It was pretty good. They take some historical liberties with it.
Yeah,
but it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's on Prime. I need to reinstall Prime. The Dropout on Hulu. Bad Sisters on Apple TV.
What'd you say on Hulu?
The Dropout.
The Dropout. Does Reboot fall anywhere on that list?
I am going through it right now. Bad Sisters was 19. The Boys season 3 was 18. What We Do in the Shadows season 4 was 17.
Always hilarious.
Our Flag Means Death was 16.
I'm enjoying that. It took a few episodes, but
what was that one?
Our Flag Means Death.
It's Taika Waititi. It was a Taika Waititi show.
Put on an episode at like 1 a.m. one night, and I just never went back to it. I got distracted by other things. No, honestly, like it happens.
The first episode was kind of hard to swallow, but after
pilot episodes are usually the worst episodes of every show. So
yeah.
The clicking returns.
I mean, Brandon, I'm the same as you. I think me and Sammy are like 4 episodes in, and we haven't finished it since July.
Yeah, same here.
You compare yourself to me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Stranger Things 4, number 15. Oh, White Lotus. Holy shit. Are you guys watching White Lotus?
Oh my God, no.
Okay,
are you Leo?
Yeah, we just started watching it, and
tell us about it.
It's extremely fucked up. It is. It's about a hotel on Hawaii, and we actually started watching it because they made fun of it on Saturday Night Live.
Welcome to Hawaiian bed and breakfast.
No, it's I can probably tell you a more fucked up show because I've seen.
Of course, you can tell me a more fucked up show, but I'm just saying it's a good show and it is fucked up.
No, I agree. I'll agree with you on White Lotus. I haven't seen it, but there's a show I saw on Netflix, and it was so fucked up I couldn't finish it.
So was it a good show, Steven? Because we're talking about good shows.
Yes, it was a good show, but I couldn't finish it. And Evan Peters plays Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's called Jeffrey Dahmer's Story. I couldn't finish it because
I thought that was good.
It's so messed up. It's so fucked up. I mean, I was disturbed by it.
I didn't bother watching it.
Yeah, I haven't tried watching that. Yeah,
I could probably watch it and be okay with it because I've watched the documentary Dear Zachary.
Oh,
My woman loves those murder
If you've
shows.
watched the documentary Dear Zachary, you can watch just about anything.
True. Oh man, that still hurts though.
That is one of the most heartbreaking and horrific things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Jar Jar.
I knew it was going to be bad too when I turned it on. I didn't know how bad it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like I was like, all right, this will be kind of sad, and then you get to it, and that point hits. You know what I'm talking about, yo, and it's just like, what? No, you're not going to tell me this. No, that's not what. No. I have no faith in humanity. I have no faith in humanity. Monstrous. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can watch a fucking dramatization played by Evan Peters, aka Ralph Boner.
Number 13, Hot D.
Oh, gotta love the Hot D.
House of Dragon.
It's weird that
I
porno
know.
showing up on this list.
That D is on fire.
Where did Rings of Power fall on this list?
I don't know. I'm going down one by one.
I got to get back on that show. I only watched the first episode or 2 episodes.
I fell right off of it.
I think
number 12, Barry season 3. I still need to watch that. Season 1 and 2 were really good.
Amazon's gonna be rocking this shit with fucking Mike Flanagan before too long.
Yes.
Dark Tower. Oh my god. You're excited. Feel these nipples.
Yes.
Yellow Jackets was number 11.
I have that on my list. I really want to watch that.
Yeah.
I try to avoid Yellow Jackets, but that's just me.
Abbott Elementary was number 10.
Cool.
For All Mankind season 3. I've been hearing good things about that. That's Apple TV.
So have I. I've heard good things about it too.
Station 11 on HBO.
I've also heard good things about it.
Oh, I still need to finish the first season, but this was really good. Reservation Dogs.
No,
I wanted to check that out.
I've heard good things about that
so
too.
pissed off that Rutherford Falls got canceled after season 2 on Peacock, man. That was such a good fucking show. Sorry. I'm obviously harboring lingering feelings of resentment.
It's okay. We all
Let me bring up this unrelated topic. I mean, fuck, everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, why not?
Here's
and
another
I'm nothing if not a follower.
Injustice.
Here's another Apple TV Plus show.
Injustice. Who doesn't love knuckle lines in a cartoon that were drawn by a thick-tipped Sharpie? Well, apparently the animators and people in charge of DC Animation are those very folk, because the rest of us fucking hated it. Back to you, Gene.
Have you seen Pachinko?
No, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Apple TV Plus. It's ranked.
I have seen the preview for it.
It's a time-hopping historical epic.
Yeah, I can't remember. Somebody produced it that worked on like another show that I had seen that I was impressed by. I was like, oh, that'd probably be worth checking out then.
Yeah.
I don't remember who.
The Rehearsal was number 5 on HBO. The Bear on Hulu. I've been hearing good things about that. Set in a Chicago restaurant. Number 3, Better Call Saul season 6.
Oh, that show was excellent, man.
I'm not going to mention number 2 because Brandon will explode.
No, say it.
Andor.
And number 1, Severance.
Yep.
Really?
Hell yeah, baby. That show is fucking dope.
There should be more Apple
it's
TV.
So weird. I love it.
Where is Acapulco?
Not
I'm
on
surprised.
the list.
Not in Mexico, right?
That's the quickest answer I can give you.
I'm surprised Saul season 6.
Where's Acapulco? Let me check on the map, Leo. We'll find out real quick.
I'm surprised Saul season 6 is really up that high. It's gotten a lot of Critics' Choice nominations this year, and I haven't seen season 6 yet. We're on season 5, and we're gonna jump right in season 6 after. But I haven't. I'm looking forward to seeing season 6. I've heard a lot of good things this year about it, so I'm trying to stay away from freaking spoilers. It's fucking hard.
Hard things.
Rotten Tomatoes put together a list too. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but a couple.
Oh, good. Rotten Tomatoes. They're the best.
Wednesday is on their list. Harry and Meghan. Willow.
Why are we worried about royals?
Wow, you've just already listed 3 things that I have not watched and have no interest in seeing.
Yeah.
Wednesday was good though.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Willow, I haven't watched.
I'm not doing it.
No,
Ben Mardigan's not in it. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, for a lot of people, that means this new Willow is gonna come up short.
Ah!
Wow!
What the?
Okay, so this is
like somebody should be screaming remix after that.
DJ Leo.
No, that was actually me. I did that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was Steven. So this shows that their list is completely shit because 1923 is on the list and only 1 episode's been out so far. Like, how could you?
Well, Pete, all the news media is butchering Harry and Meghan too. So,
if only. Just kidding. Don't hurt people.
What?
What about Minx? Minx didn't show up anywhere.
Oh, Minx was
Minx was a good show.
Yeah, Minx was awesome. I haven't watched Tulsa King yet. Anybody watching that?
No.
Nope.
What about
things?
My parents are
Uncoupled with
telling
Neil
me
Patrick
to watch
Harris?
Tulsa King. I haven't seen it.
I think that's all the people I hear it from is from people in boomers.
Uncoupled with Neil Patrick Harris on Netflix was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was really cool seeing Tisha Campbell Martin, rather.
Well, it's 1883, by the way. It's on their list.
Oh, thank God! I was going to lose so much sleep.
Yeah,
You hadn't cleared that up.
I didn't mean to cut you off before, Brandon. What was the show you were just talking about like 3 minutes ago?
Minx?
No, after that. You said another good
Uncoupled with Neil Patrick Harris on Netflix. Yeah, it's about a guy who, he's been with his boyfriend, partner, whatever you want to call him, for like a while, and then one day on his partner's birthday, he's like, "Yeah, I moved out. I'm out. I'm outie 5,000 deuces," and pisses off. And all of a sudden, Neil Patrick Harris finds himself single for the first time in like 15 or 17 years or some bullshit. And he's living by himself, and he's like, "I have no idea how to like navigate life anymore. I know how to do work and go home, and that's it." And it's a pretty good show. The guy that plays his boyfriend that breaks up with him is the same guy who plays Pistol Pete on Parks and Rec, the local basketball hero. He's Andrew Reynolds' either husband or boyfriend in real life. It was really well done. I was very happy to see how funny and poignant it was, for anybody who has a fucking heart. And like I said, Tisha Campbell Martin plays his business partner / best friend in the show. And it was just a delight seeing her on TV again.
Yeah.
You got to think she was like a staple on television sets with Martin for many years. And, we didn't see much of her after that. And, she kind of started creeping back in over the past 10 years or so. And quite frankly, Kevin Hart has a lot to do with that, because I don't know if you guys ever watched The Real Husbands of Hollywood on BET. No. It was
That's fine, just a
fucking.
couple episodes.
It was fucking hysterical for the first like season and a half. Like it was really fucking funny. And Tisha Campbell Martin's husband at the time, Dwayne Martin, who is an actor, and I guarantee you've seen him in stuff that you didn't necessarily realize. He plays one of the real husbands, and she plays just this like hilariously asshole version of herself in the show. She's a fucking riot. And it was the beginning of her like popping back up and things. Next thing you know, she's in a Kevin Smith movie. And now unfortunately, she and Dwayne Martin have gotten divorced in the interim since all this started. And she's back in a fucking show with Neil Patrick Harris on Netflix. Like, good stuff. I want to see her show up in more things. She's way too talented to not be utilized in anything that's out there, honestly.
Yeah.
God damn it, she was one of the fucking doo-wop girls in Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Sandman.
Haven't heard of it.
No.
And Doom
Isn't
Patrol.
it The Sandman?
Enter.
Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Bing, 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 bing.
Look out, copyright.
Say your prayers, little one. These are not the words to the song I have sung.
I don't
Sounds
know
real close,
what Brandon's singing.
But it's nope. You won't hear from me. Those words you mistakenly think that I am singing, but it's not copyright. Wednesday night
On the Dorkening.
on at 9.
We're off the fucking rails again.
Yeah.
Dorks will rant off the fucking rails again. Not Enter Sandman. Not Enter Sandman. No. Okay.
I started watching.
That is just an idea for a theme song for the show I've been kicking around.
You want to put it together? That'd be.
I call it Enter Dorkening. It's just coincidence that it's Enter. I would guess it makes sense. It made sense to me because it's an intro, but
Lars would get way too mad.
Fuck that Danish twat.
None of it.
Well,
okay, Steve?
He just wants us to download the song. I've been playing the Witcher.
How is the
sorry.
what do you call it?
Reskinning?
So
Play for more money.
It's you get it for free if you already own the Witcher 3. So I started playing the Witcher 3 for the first time over the summer and really enjoyed it. I didn't get that far into it. I just got
to
to
play 1 or 2.
Nope.
No.
How did you know how to follow the story then, man? That's crazy.
I know.
Sorry.
So, Leo, let me ask you, do you think it's the best game, in your opinion, for 2022? Or have you played other games in 2022? Like, do you have one that you think is good?
Did Metroid come out this year?
Yes.
Why are you laughing, Steven?
In 1985, it came out for the NES.
Metroid.
No, the new Metroid.
Oh, Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking tool bag right here.
Justin Bailey.
Leo's losing his mind. That old man's suffering from dementia.
No, I thought you were talking about the original
Welcome
one.
to Steve's Dorkening, everyone.
Metroid Dread did come out earlier this year, so
yeah. I mean, Witcher 3, you really can't, put it as a game of the year because it's essentially just a
God of War.
What's that?
It's gonna be God of War.
God of War game of the year.
Actually, Game Awards did happen, and Elden Ring was Game of the Year, but Christopher Judge got the game award for best voice actor for God of War because he's the voice of Kratos through all the God of War games. So
I've
The
been
guy from
eyeing.
Stargate.
yeah,
Cool beans.
Elden Ring. I'm not. That's a Souls game, right? And those are like super hard.
It's not
Yeah,
ringing
it's like
any bells.
it's like a Skyrim type of game, but it's not Skyrim. It's a big RPG game,
It's like
but
more of
yeah.
a ring than a rim.
yeah.
It looks really good. And I've been thinking about picking it
It's
up.
like
but
half the battle with the video game, right?
Yeah.
I thought the best game for me for 2022 was, well, it's a tie between Stray and The Quarry. Because Stray was like an indie game. You're playing as a cat lost in this dystopian Chinese city, and you're trying to find your way home. And you're
Is it
interacting.
dystopian?
Huh?
Is it dystopian? I mean, all the humans are God, but
yeah, it's like robots or something like
Yeah.
that. But you're
it's
like
like the
this
different
cat,
social classes. Yeah.
yeah, and you can like jump up and stuff. You have to. It's like a puzzle game because you're trying to interact in this city. As a cat, you can lap up water. You can climb up buildings to a degree, and it's really interesting. The Quarry, is another good one. It's like a choose your own adventure type of game, but the cast alone, it's motion capture. But you have this cast as motion capture. So you're seeing these actors in motion capture. You have David Arquette, Ted Raimi, Justice Smith, all these people, Lance Henriksen, Lynn Shay, all these people in these different roles, and you're choosing their fate. Do they live or they die? And it's kind of like a homage to 80s horror summer camp, like genre type of thing. And
Or
it's
anytime I picked up a remote to play Super Mario Brothers when I was 8. Jesus Christ. I made the same choice whenever I started playing as Mario. Today, this man either lives or dies, and it's all in my hands.
but those are my picks for.
So Stray sounds absolutely perfect.
Oh, where's the badum bum? What?
Oh, man. Leo, comments like that give me pause.
So a couple things.
Hey, look at me. For real.
Couple other ones that came out and definitely of note. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's
Revenge.
Shredder's
I was
Revenge.
playing that the other day.
Yeah.
It's actually on sale for the PlayStation again, and I think it's like $20.
I get it for free on Game
Tonight I
Pass.
died on turtle soup.
Horizon Forbidden West came out this year as well.
Did you play that?
Yeah, I'm almost done with it. It gets a little long at the end.
He's hate watching it
played
now.
I haven't played it. I haven't played the first
I'm
one. I
hate
want to
playing
play
it. I'm only playing it because I hate it. As opposed to those times where I play it when I like it, which I call like playing it. I suppose you Normans just call that playing it, but whatever.
Skywalker Saga also came out. Lego Skywalker Saga.
Those Lego games are getting more and more complicated. I tell you.
The new Saints Row game came out, and like you were saying with The Witcher 3 earlier, when it came with a copy of the original Witcher, when you got a copy of Saints Row, you got a copy of a remastered version of Saints Row the Third, which was remastered for modern consoles like PlayStation 5 and Xbox, whatever the newer console is. So, Madden 23 was another game that came out recently.
Not Madden 22.
No, because it was more of a tribute to John Madden because he passed away this year.
I'm joking.
Oh, I know.
By now to get
too
a
soon,
commemorative
Leo.
plate
Too soon.
inside of
Oh,
every
wait,
single
wait.
cover.
Holy shit! So is Madden? Did he get hit with his own curse?
Well, you see,
Probably.
Leo, they threw the football down the field.
That sounded more like Christopher.
What that guy needs is a football.
You see, they moved the football down the field.
And let us not forget Modern
He's
Warfare.
a big dumb
2
idiot,
came
isn't he,
out.
folks?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Also, Gran Turismo 7.
Yep.
As well. So yeah, a lot of good games this year. Oh,
I'll take your
Sifu.
word for it. What?
Holy shit.
Sifu.
Yeah. Yo-Yo, you've been playing Sifu?
I played it a couple of times. I unfortunately do not have a system that, yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I played on other people's stuff.
Sifu,
no, it's a good game.
Yeah, it's a martial arts game. It's yeah, it's very.
That somebody was telling me it hates you a lot.
Yeah, it's the type of game where, like, when you die, it punishes you. Yeah, well, it's a mixture of punishment and like reward. So like when you die, you regenerate a year older. So your character.
Okay, yeah, you
I
made
remember you were talking about.
So you're stronger now, but you're not as healthy.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, and like you may not be as fast or
you explained it. I made a joke about it, like, oh, I just got it the other day. How is it? Well, I'm 79 right now.
It punishes you not being precise in your movements.
Yeah.
That sounds like an awful lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing I enjoy more than anxiety producing fucking video games.
Yeah,
playing that shit to unwind and relax. What is that noise?
Exactly. Well, I mean, games like that, I've been finding like I get more stressed out playing some games.
That's why I don't play like Dark Souls and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm hesitant about Elden Ring, because it is a Dark Souls game, and they it's
punishing.
Yeah, but since it's an open world role playing game, it sounds like that you can like kind of grind in certain areas to build up your character.
Yeah.
To make those other areas easier. Yeah.
Kind of similar to Skyrim. You stay in one spot.
And any role playing game,
Yeah.
Like Witcher 3, I was watching a video about a money and XP hack, and it's you just go to this one area and just
play the game. Oh,
yeah. No, it's apparently there's an area in the first level, like if you kill all the cows repeatedly, you get like hide from them that you can sell. But in the first area, if you try to do that too many times, like this demon cow comes down to like protect the cows and like is like mega leveled and like kills you. But apparently the second area has a farm that you can go through, like kill all the cows, rest, and then when you come back,
kill more cows.
Yeah, keep on killing cows to gain experience and and sell the hides. Yeah.
Just play in that one spot for 6 months straight.
Yeah. Hamburger
Don't
help.
do anything else. Just stay there and just become obsessive about it. Just way too many hides and potential for money. The second you set foot off that land, you're like, wow, I really could do anything I want now. Let's turn this mother out. If somebody did that, more power to them. That's dedication to I'm not going to lose.
One thing that I found out though, like so like I'm level 6 in the game. It's really early on. But where I am, I wandered into this one town. There was like some town folks being killed by these creatures, and I was able to kill them, but it was really difficult. Turned out I was entering a level 25 not course, but mission.
Mm-hmm.
And I could like fail the mission, which I almost did, and lose it. I was able to continue with the mission and let like the bad guy like go without killing him. I was supposed to kill him, but I decided to just say, hey, it's okay. Just you murdered the whole town. It's okay.
Mr. Blue Sky strikes again.
You try to play the good guy, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson, buddy.
You go on,
get on out of here. You go home to your mother.
Think about what you did.
Yeah. But yeah, for them to put like a level 25 mission, like that you accidentally bump into. Being a completionist, I didn't want to leave.
Accidentally bump into.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Hey, Facebook user says, "Hey fellas, I want to stop by and say have a safe and happy Christmas, Merry happy everything." Thank you, Facebook user. Let us know who you are.
Happy something to you.
I'll just, in case it's hiya, Sammy.
I think
There
that's
you
what
are.
it was.
Bye, Sammy.
So speaking of like the holidays, is there anything on anybody's list that you're hoping to get?
Hoping
I
to
don't
get
get gifts.
No. 'Tis the
I-
season to
for
be
myself. I
not
have
having a
new-
layoff from work.
So
There's a new Booster Gold Blue Beetle action figure set out that I'm hoping to get.
Look at me. I'm a regular Hercule Poirot.
Normally because my Christmas and my birthday are like so close to each other, normally I get ripped off with gifts. And normally at this day and age, I more focus on spending time with family. And if I get a gift, I get a gift. I really don't freaking care. I pull my grandfather card and I just say,
"Wait, you're a grandfather?"
No. I'm
congratulations.
My
I'm my own
grandfather would always, when I would always ask my grandfather, what to get him for Christmas, he would say, "Don't get me anything." And people would always ask me, what can we get you for Christmas or your birthday? I'm like, if you want to give me something, go ahead. I mean, it's all about spending time with family and stuff. I mean,
well, that story didn't go the way I thought it was going to at the end. Like, he always said, you don't have to get me anything. And that's where I learned that old man was stupid. And I tell people to get me cash money. Like, what can I get you? You can just give me cash. That's fine.
Cash.
Just give me the cash you were going to spend.
yeah,
$50 is the limit. So if you just want to give me $50 right now.
I mean, that's what I was implying. I usually tell people cash. So
I don't say cash. I'll say like give me gift cards, like especially
that
Amazon.
too. Cash and
give me Amazon gift cards. I've been stockpiling them bitches for like the past 3 years. I got like almost $500 in Amazon gift cards. I haven't touched yet.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get that shit up to 1,000. Really, really. Part of it at this point is just like I want to see if I can do it. Like,
I mean, it comes in handy, especially when
I know, but I haven't done anything. I'm like, no.
Especially when you have a fixed.
I'll buy myself a new fucking TV through Amazon. I don't give a fuck.
If you have a fixed freaking income and you're having a 2-bedroom apartment and you can't really buy anything, those gift cards really, really help.
I mean, that's why I don't. I'm just
Well, that went into a real downer real quick.
Yeah. Thanks, Captain Buzzkill.
Oh, you're welcome.
Anytime.
You're welcome.
Well,
Look, somebody send in the cooler.
Oh, the Batman.
What about
that? Came out this year.
You want to give some context to that exclamation there, Chief?
No, how come that wasn't on the list? That came out this year, right?
What, Gotham Knights?
No, the Batman.
The movie.
For the movie.
Okay.
We talked about that on your
list. What about Your Kiss? Is that on the list?
Wow.
Your Kiss, it's on the list.
The best things in life.
Very musical tonight,
This is the third fucking night in a row I've been on
when you started off
on this network.
like quoting Missy Elliott.
I know, it started off. You threw your thing down. Never mind, Leo. I don't think you got it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting about that time. I think we should wrap things up unless you guys have anything else.
No, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I've been so burnt the past few days. I feel like I've been seeing so many stupid things because of everything going on with like DC Studios and James Gunn and what have you that like I don't know where to begin. I've seen some of the most unreasonable and childish things I've ever been made privy to in regards to like comic book / movie fandom. and it's hilariously enraging. That's the best way I can think of to describe it. People are they are just so like entitled. It's beyond the pale. And to put it this way, the other night I saw that a page shared some kind of thing saying like, that's it, we're going to show them the full force of what we can do. It's time to rally everyone. We're going to restore the Snyderverse, and hashtag that and hashtag fire James Gunn and blah blah blah. And they put up like a graphic of what they anticipate to be the Snyderverse release schedule once they get what they want. And then after a certain point, like in the movies they want, then they can do whatever reboot they feel like they need to do with WB. And I saw that the page shut off comments on the post itself. There were 223 comments. I was on a different page that had shared it, and when I went through and looked at the original post comments, I came back in the group I'm in said, well, it appears that there are 223 comments on that original post. In related news, I have now hit the laughed react about 210 times.
Now, I have not seen a single thing about this. When I know, Brandon, you were going in the chat, you were talking about this. For the past month, I have been so busy at work, I have not really paid attention, and I want to see what you were talking about. And tomorrow, I have the day off tomorrow, and I'm going to look back at what you're saying because I really am intrigued on what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's not great, man. It's pretty much the Snyder cultists freaking out because it's very clear that the Snyderverse has nothing to do with any plan moving forward. And that's pretty much where it lies. They're calling for James Gunn to be fired and all this stuff, and it's all stupid. It's just very, very dumb, and they need to get over it. All these people who were like, Henry Cavill, he was the perfect Superman, he could never be replaced. Yeah, here's the fun thing about that. That is literally the same thing that everyone said about fucking Christopher Reeve.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
everyone said about George Reeves from the Adventures of Superman, and what everybody said about Kirk Allen when he played Superman in the fucking movie serials. So it's just like everything old is new again. There is nothing new under the sun. Altogether, what that translates to is shut the fuck up. Like, it is so goddamn stupid and petulant. Like, bunch of whiner babies. Go fucking get a bottle and change your diaper, take a nap, and we'll fucking talk later on. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and all of his carpenter friends.
So Carrie says they should just sue them.
Yeah, right. False advertising. Well, that would get thrown out so fast it would make one's head spin. It was never advertised. Yeah, but in our heads. Oh, okay. Get the fuck out of my courtroom.
James Gunn did a post, and I saw a response that was so fucking idiotic. The person was pleading, Mr. Gunn, can you reach out to your friend Mr. Snyder and see if he can finish his movies? What the fuck?
I saw one thing. I saw James Gunn make a tweet, and he was voicing his opinion on this whole thing, and he just basically told everyone, we're in charge. Let us do what we're doing, please. I think that's what he was saying. I know.
It was actually more like, we took the reins, and we knew that when we made decisions that they weren't all going to be the most popular, but please keep in mind that the decisions we are making are in service to the characters and stories that we want to be able to tell to, enrich and enliven the DC universe on film. Like, that's, so he's like, listen, you're not all going to be happy right away with the news you're hearing, but please just trust that we have like an idea of what we're actually trying to accomplish here.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. So it's not even like, shut the fuck up and let me do my job. It's like, hey, we hear you. And just because we're not doing it exactly the way you think it should be done, please understand we're doing it the way we think it should be done. Let us try to do that. That's our job, and that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why my whole thing is like, it's fun to ruminate to myself and be like, ooh, wouldn't this be nice? And what if this happens? But I'm not going to put too much stock into, filling air with words that are as empty as everybody else's in regards to what will be, should be, could be happening in the next few weeks. Let's just honestly wait. It's like I said, so fucking short. We'll get there.
Oh yeah, as long as they make Jason Momoa Lobo, we'll be good.
Yeah, I mean,
who fucking cares? Oh my god, dude! Fucking Lobo, give me a fucking break! I swear to Christ, I see one more fucking DC fuckhead going off about how Lobo needs to be in the fucking big tentpole shit that they're starting up with the DC universe. My eyes have been rolling back in my head so fucking much you'd think I was a goddamn slot machine. All right. It is absolutely preposterous. He looks just like him. Okay, that's great. He fucking looks like him. Who gives a flying fuck? You know what? I agree. He kind of looks like him. I don't even necessarily think that means that Jason Momoa would be a good Lobo. To be perfectly honest.
It would confuse people.
I mean, because his character in Justice League, how he talks, he might as well just been Lobo personally.
Yeah,
my man. Yeah,
I think they should just, everyone should manage their fucking expectations. And
I have no expectations.
Well, everyone else, not you. Okay, everyone but Yo-Yo, manage your expectations. It's just. Lobo can be included at some point in the future. I get that. But I don't think that he should be any focus of what they're trying to initiate.
But it's the Loboverse.
Let's get the fucking big ones that should have been done properly right out of the gate, and we can flesh out with secondary and tertiary characters that might be more interesting to tell their stories down the line. That's an advantage that DC has always had over Marvel and Disney, is they have the rights to all of their characters. There's no reason that they couldn't be telling absolutely magnificent and epic stories with, a large number of characters that they outright own. And instead we have fucking 17 Batman movies.
There's 17 Batman movies?
Sir, one more outburst from you, and I will choke you with my microphone cord.
There's got to be more than that, including all the animated films.
I don't know. We'll count them.
I was choosing an arbitrary number, gang. All
right. So I missed the text from Megan. She needs help putting Riley's medication in her eyes. So we should wrap things
help
up.
me. I need help with you shutting that fucking computer off. Oh, I'm really good at that. I can do that.
Actually, no, we have it down pretty good. I hold Riley's eye open.
What do is I go to the start menu on the desktop.
No, you got to do it.
I go to power options, and instead of just all in all shutting it down, I like to hit restart so it stays in sort of a standby before I sign in. That way, if there's any updates overnight, I can just log in and it's pretty much already there. It'll restart itself. It's a little tip and trick for you.
You got to do it Clockwork Orange style, though. You got to hold her eyes up, do the drops, but you got to have something playing in front of her.
No.
While wearing a fake eyelash and drinking a glass of milk.
Well, we feel so bad doing it because, I hold her eye open, and you got to do it so that you're not pushing on her eye because it's the whole pressure thing. So yeah, I hold her eye open, and Megan does the drops. So she gets the drops need to be taken 5 minutes apart from each other. So there's 2 drops and then a gel that goes on her eye.
There's 2 drops for Riley's eyes.
Man, I don't even know if I would do this for my kids.
2 drops.
You're putting in all. I'm looking at the kids. I'm like, oh, you might be losing an eye.
So 2 of the drops are 2 times a day, and then there's her right eye gets 3 times a day. So Megan put together like this whole chart and everything. So it's fun stuff.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
sounds like a laugh a minute.
Yeah, well, it's our baby girl. We got to take care of her.
I get that for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we can wrap things up, or I could just pop off and let you guys continue. What would you like?
Let's wrap.
Yeah, let's give it the old wrapperoo.
Sounds good. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. For me, just Google Leo Pond. It's I do a bunch of stuff, but I run the Dorkening Podcast Network. There's a ton of awesome people doing a ton of awesome stuff, including Brandon, Justin, and myself. We do the Dork Night every other week, which we talk about everything Batman. And then he's going to tell you about another awesome show called, what is it, Brandon?
Hi, everyone. I'm Powerful Brandon, and the show that Leo almost was about to tell you is Comics Paradox. That is one that I do with Leo and Justin Cooper, as he mentioned from the Dork Night, where we juxtapose it every other Sunday with that show, and we talk about alternate reality takes and tales of stories and characters you may already know, talking about things like what ifs from Marvel Comics or Elseworlds from DC, as well as alternate reality story arcs in series, things like The Age of Apocalypse or Tangent Comics. So 8 a.m. every Sunday morning, and you can find those wherever fine podcasts are broadcast.
Woohoo! Jar.
Woo-hoo!
Hey, if you want to buy, sell, trade, or auction off some comic books, come over to Comic Books Buy, Sell, Trade, and Comic Book Lovers Buy, Sell, Trade, and Auction over on the Facebooks, and join the other 20,000 some odd people buy, selling, and trading, and BSing if you'd like to. That's about it. Oh, check out Splash Pages on Tuesday nights. That thing's great.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I actually, if you do get a chance, Noel. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yo.
Hey everybody. Just Yo Saint Laurent on Instagram. That's pretty much it. Short and sweet.
Awesome. Steven.
You can follow the award-winning Super Retro Throwback Reviews on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The link is in the show notes. And check out next week's episode where it's our end of the year special, our season 11 finale. The best, the worst, everything in between of this year. And then we go right into season 12. So definitely check that out.
Awesome. We'll catch you guys later. Wrong button. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.